Hello, beautiful family. How are you all doing? Thank you so dearly for always tuning in. I really appreciate. Today, the first time you are coming across us, so you are hearing this voice for the first time. We still remain Progress News, and we give you all the latest updates. Remember, in this platform, we react to all videos, and your opinion is highly needed. So sit back, watch this video, and I'll be right back.
To become the president of Gabon from the early 60s, I think it's 43 years. The Bongos family has been serving Gabon 43 years. This is not democracy. This is imperialism. That's imperialism, where you pocket everybody like it's like a throne. When you come to power, Africa, listen. Do you know why everybody is waking up now? It's because of social media. Every African are waking up now because of social media. The coup that happened in 1960s, 70s. We just read. We read. But these days we are seeing live. And in those days when they commit coup, you are not going to, it's going to hard for you to see those things on television. Africa don't practice democracy. I'm happy when I see that people are waking up in Africa. I'm not happy because the military want to take over. There's nothing like democracy. Yeah, there's nothing like democracy. Democracy. They gave us democracy. Our colonial masters brought us democracy, but African is not actually practicing democracy. Look at Cameroon. Paul Biya have been serving in Cameroon for 40 years now. 40 years. Paul Biya is still on the throne. I can't really say Paul Biya is a president. He's on the throne. Like the Queen of England. If you're on the throne, you are there forever. King Charles is on the throne. He's not going to serve there for just 4 years. King Charles is going to be on the throne until he died. Then another person take over. Then why is Africa so power drunk that they sit on power for years after years? It's not as if they sit on power doing the right thing. No. They sit on power and the people are suffering. You serve for 8 years. That is what they call democracy. You serve for 8 years and you leave. The son of Bongo took over in 2009. Up till now, he's still on power. Power drunk people. People are complaining. But you guys keep practicing imperialism, democracy. Putting people in their pocket. No matter God of creation. 2009, 2010, 2011, 2012, 2013, 2014, 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023. 15 good years. You have been serving the people and people are gnashing and suffering and smiling. Now only Nigeria will talk about all these political touts. When election comes in Africa, somebody they must kill somebody. We don't know how Gabon they do their politics. So destruction. They must destroy. How can somebody be on power for 15 years and nothing to show for it? And those who claim to colonize us are saying nothing. As I speak to you, Paul Biya in Cameroon is celebrating 40 years of serving as a president. France is doing nothing. Paul Biya is not even in Cameroon. Paul Biya is not in Cameroon as we speak to you. He's a president of Cameroon, but he's not in Cameroon. Paul Biya is in exile, serving the people. Africa. I think the Europeans should come back and colonize Africa. We were given independence while we were not ripe enough to get independent. That's what I think. After 1960s, every African country got independent. Today we are still crumbling. You are still crawling and crawling and crawling and crawling, as if it's only Africans that were colonized. Indians were colonized. But today Indians are experts in technology. They are experts in production. Forget about India. No. If you go check India, produce a lot of, Indians are producing even medicine, pharmaceutical medicine. India have one of the best doctors in the world, mathematicians, lecturers, professors. Not just professor for mouth, because in Nigeria or in Africa as a whole, we have only professors that are just only mouth professors. What is wrong with us, Africa? What is wrong with us? We are just too power drunk, taking care of our own families. We don't care about the people. If we were actually practicing democracy for what the colonial master gave to us, we should be able to compete with London. We should be able to compete with Europe and America. Build nice roads, nice infrastructure, good hospital, taking care of our senior citizen, creating job, industrialization. We are not asking for more. Do we? We don't. We don't ask for more. Do we ask for more? There's nothing. We are not asking for. We are not asking government to give us money. Basic amenities. That's what we want. I want a good road. I want electricity, so that I can actually run my business. I don't want my children to go to London and wash plates. I don't want my children to go to Europe and do the menial job. We want to come back home. They make it look like it's a rocket science. My brother, let me tell you something. I'm going to tell you for free. I'm not a political bigot or professional. You see, to run Africa is not a rocket science. To run Africa, to give people a better life is not a rocket science. Look at Gabon. Gabon, I think Gabon is the fourth. I don't know if it's the fourth in the world or fifth in the world in oil production. Gabon, but the people are suffering. Somebody could call himself Ali Bongo. He's sitting on power for 15 good years and still running. Oh, for God's sake, are you the only one? What? Somebody tell me what is going on here. What is actually going on here? When these guys are in power, they don't even think. If you don't know how to run economy, resign. Why don't you resign if you don't know how to run economy? Those who brought democracy, they do resign. They do resign all the time when they see that they don't know what they're doing. They sign paper and say, I'm going. I don't know what I'm doing. Then somebody else who is more professional will take over. Why are we keep going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth? I don't even know. We are confused now. It's not as if the military are going to do well. Oh. People are happy in Gabon now that, oh, the Gabon military has taken over. They have to take away. Yeah, the military take over because of frustration. People are not happy. Military don't just take over because they are happy to take over. They have tolerated enough of their imperialism. Now they want to take over. They don't just take over because I don't see military regime to be the best for Africa. Do you understand what I'm saying? If you ask me for free, I'm going to tell you, yes, I'm happy that the military are setting the record straight, that you don't have to be here forever. No, you don't have to be here. Enough is enough. Because even the same military that is taking over, they are not going to do better. But if they are going to keep down their khaki, that their military uniform, and say, you know what, we are going to go back. I'm going to be the president. We are going to run a democratic governance. So I'm going to be the democratic president. How do we run Africa? Let me tell you something. To run Africa, we have to start from database. I say this all the time. Database system, where every African in their countries are going to be counted. If you are missing, they know where to find you or how to find you. If you fly out of the country, they know how to find you, they know where to find you. As I sit right here, Nigerian government don't know where to find me, except for the technology that I'm speaking here, because they don't have that. They don't have that technology, that structure. They don't have. We can start all again. We can start afresh. Not even Ghana is doing well. Show me one African country that is doing well, brothers and sisters. Show me one. Just show me one. Some of you think it's very fun to come on social media and talk about Africa all day. Oh God, it's not fun. It's not fun. It's not fun to come here and talk about Africa every day. Abi, make we can't talk about Nigeria. They don't even know what they are doing there. In the powerhouse, they don't know. If you tell me that Tinubu know what he's doing there, it's a lie. He doesn't know what he's doing. He doesn't. They don't know how to run economy. They don't know how to run a country. They don't know how to run a country. You don't have to be everywhere to be a president. The only African president that tried to run democracy in Africa is Gaddafi. Gaddafi was taken out by the West because Gaddafi was one of the best presidents. Yeah, he was in power. If you're in power and you are doing the right thing, why would people complain? Gaddafi built free houses for his country citizen. If you are matured and you want to marry in Libya during the regime of Gaddafi, they will give you house. Government will start giving you money. They will sponsor you. Gaddafi did things that the West could not do. They used that word, nuclear weapon, to use and get Gaddafi. No African president uttered any word. I could remember vividly, it was only South Africa who were interfering. Like, please, let us settle this matter. They were busy looking for Gaddafi all over the place. It was only South Africa. President Jacob Zuma, who went to Libya twice to see how the West will not destroy Libya. At the end of the day, Libya is destroyed. The truth is out. You say Gaddafi have a nuclear weapon. Why are you afraid if Gaddafi have a nuclear weapon? Why should you be afraid if America got nuclear weapon? Abi? British got nuclear weapon. If Gaddafi gets nuclear weapon, why are you afraid? That's the same thing that is happening today between Russia and the West. Oh, Russia shouldn't have this. We are suspecting what is Russia having there. You guys don't understand what is going on. The Russia-Ukraine war is not about what you think it is. How they are going to destroy Russia is the aim. Russia has been the world power, but nobody wants to say, they don't want to accept that no, Russia is the world power. Remember World War II. Remember World War II. How many of you even read about World War II? I read a lot about World War II. Who is the country? Which country actually wanted to capture Adolf Hitler? Which country first get to the bunker where Adolf Hitler was? Russia. They fought war since 1930 something down to 1946, and they could not get to Adolf Hitler. The only country that gets to the bunker of Adolf Hitler was Russia. Till today, that body where they born, saying Adolf Hitler, the teeth still there for Russia hand till today. They are just looking on a way to make sure they brought. I'm not saying that Russia is kind of very clean. They have their own problem, they have their atrocities, and they have their democratic imperialism in their country. I know that, I understand that. But the West, they are always looking on a way to bring them down. Just like they brought Zimbabwe down to their knee. North Korea. North Korea. North Korea. You will never see the West embrace North Korea. Do you know why? No. You don't have to go into production of weapon. No. I think you have a nuclear weapon. No, you don't have to have a nuclear weapon. We have to have a nuclear weapon. That is the problem. Sanction there, sanction here. The reason why you are not seeing North Korea everywhere, it's not because they don't want to. It's because the West have actually sanctioned them and made them the enemy of the world. Nobody wants to go to North Korea. North Korea border is open for everybody, but they are going to be very strict because they don't know who is coming in and who is coming out. I want us to understand how all these things work. Africa. Let's go back to Africa. The power drunk in Africa is actually making them not to excel in democratic governance. I was talking about Tinubu. Tinubu and his governance now are trying to negotiate with the bandits. You see, let me tell you guys, you can call me names. Now I want to accept anything that you guys can call me. You can call me uneducated, whatever, I will accept. But one day you are going to remember this video. You are going to remember one or two things I mentioned here. I repeat, and I said it with no fear and apology. Tinubu, the president of the Republic of the Zoo, Nigeria, don't know what they are doing. Just like your Buhari left without knowing what they are doing. They want to negotiate with the bandit. How many times are you guys going to negotiate with bandit? What happened to the Tucano jet you bought from America? The Tucano jet is bought to demolish bandit. Am I right or wrong? Where is the Tucano jet? The Tucano jet is being used to find the Igbo people, the agitators, Biafrans. Anybody who talks, say in the Biafra, you are the enemy of the state. As I am now, I am the enemy of the state. They have marked me as an enemy of the state just because I want a better future for each and every Nigerians. They don't want the truth. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is locked up there, not because he's a bandit. He's not a bandit. He's fighting for a better life for Fulani people. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is fighting for a better life for the DSS, who is actually locking him there. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is fighting for a better life for the militaries. The military who are being used to find our brothers in Southeast. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is fighting for a better life of the common man, who is a Yoruba man, who don't even know from his left from his right. We don't know our fundamental human rights. We don't even know how to fight for our fundamental human rights. But when Igbo man sit at home, they bring thousands of militaries to go and do what? Because of civil disobedience. But they refuse to use those soldiers to go and fight the bandits. But they want to negotiate with the bandits. Guys, there's something wrong somewhere. Use your tongue to count your teeth. Why would a federal republic of a country go into negotiation with bandits? How many soldiers died 2 weeks ago? About 40 soldiers were killed by the same bandits. They blocked them. When they find all of them finish, they carry them, put inside motor, inside their military vehicle, and put fire on it. You want to go and negotiate with those people, but you are taking the militaries. I've been waiting when they call and say, I'm the soldier, make they call, I'm soldier. You carry the soldiers, go east, may they go, they keep people where they talk, say, Biafra, Biafra. Give us Biafra, give us referendum. But they want to negotiate with the bandits. They are looking for a way. Now today, when I don't they negotiate, what about those that repentant militant? Where is they are called the militant or bandit? You want to go into negotiation with somebody who have killed a lot of your military? You want to go into negotiation for people who go to communities and wipe up a whole community? The life of those they wipe now is not important. Enemy of the state. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for Nigeria. I'm sorry for Africa. I'm sorry for democracy in Africa. Democracy is not working for us in Africa. It's not because democracy is not good in Africa. It's not because democracy is not good. Democracy is where you practice. Everybody will have a right to talk. You have your own fundamental human right. You have a right to complain. You have a right of everything. It's important. You have to understand what I'm saying. I think we have to start afresh. I don't know how we're going to start this afresh. The whole of Africa, we have to start afresh. Africa needs to come together. African Union needs to sit together and talk how Africans are going to unite. Africa needs unity so that we could have a direction in Africa. Trust me, if there's no this, everybody will just be doing their things. Look at Paul Biya now. Look at Paul Biya for 40 years. You have been rolling the people. Nobody talked to you. I mean, nobody challenged you. No African country challenged Paul Biya. And Paul Biya is actually killing the people of Amazonia, who are actually fighting for freedom. Like, listen, things are not going well here. You can't be here for 40 years. Pobia is not safe. Pobia not the sea road again. No. Do you know that Pobia is the wee for body? Pobia is not in Cameroon anymore. I think it's one of the highland. And it's controlling Africa. I'm sorry for you guys. I'm sorry for us, not just for you and me. When are we going to get this democracy right? When are we going to get it right?
So my wonderful family, that brings us to the end of this update. Do well to like the video, share, and subscribe. Thank you, and bye-bye.